Hey guys, I'm Deepthi Desikan, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about lipsticks that will betray you. I know you guys clicked on this video, reading the title will be like, what do you mean betray? So let me explain. So sometimes you wear this lipstick out and then it's like humiliation in public because it's like all over, falling on your chin, powdering, flaking, patchy, you're not able to fix it, or it breaks really fast, gets rancid really fast. So these are the topics that I'm going to be covering. Something that I thought would be different from my disappointing products video, like my disappointing lipsticks video, but I will have like some lipsticks that might like overlap with that video as well, but I have different points to cover in this. So let's get started with the video. The first one I think a lot of people would agree with me, and you would have experienced the same thing, is the Smashbox liquid lipsticks. I've seen of late a lot of people speaking up that the formula of this dries down when you keep them in the tube for over 6 months or something like that. But I don't think that should be the case in the first place, because you're paying a lot for this. And I didn't get it from India. I did order it from the official Smashbox website. That means the brand is aware that this is happening, because of course they're going to be receiving a lot of complaints, and it's not been that long that I got these liquid lipsticks. I have liquid lipsticks way over 4 years in my collection that haven't even dried down, not gone rancid one bit, and still work just amazing. So it should not be something that we are supposed to sacrifice on or make it work or invest in additional products to make this work. So if you guys have these liquid lipsticks and are wondering how to revive this, try using Inglot Duraline with this. It might revive the product, or Smashbox primer oil or any other primer oil should work. But first let me try it out, and I will see it with some other primer oil if it's working, and then I'll let you guys know so that you don't waste your product and like you spend your hard-earned money on it. It's precious. Just wait for my update. So I will probably update you guys on my YouTube community post, or in a video, or on my Instagram. So yeah, just be patient, just a little bit. So that's the thing that I've noticed, but the smaller sizes work a lot better. They do dry down, but they are a lot better than the full size of the product. And these are for 2,100 or 2,200 rupees a piece. And I feel like, you'll buy it with so much of excitement, and when you get it in hand, you'll be like, what? I'm not even able to swatch it. That's what happens every time I have to use this. It's so difficult to get it to work on your lips. The formula on the lips is really nice. It's very long wearing, not drying at all, very pigmented, but just to get that right application, you guys. And because they dry down, you can see like it's split even in the tube. You see that? It's not because I have used it that much. It's because they have dried down. And because of that, even the applicator sometimes breaks, and they are dented because of that very rigid formula, and you're like putting in so much pressure. And then something else, like on arrival, I was so disappointed, is the Huda Beauty Power Bullet lipstick. This formula is really nice. Very comfortable, very pigmented, nice shade selections as well. I have this in the shade Third Date, one of my favorite shades. It's like a nice wearable nude shade, something you can wear without even makeup. But my tip with this is that when it came itself, it arrived broken. Like, I'm so scared to even move it a little bit, but I want you guys to see that it did come like that. So I'm so scared to even use this. And even the way you apply it on your lips, you can't apply even a slight more pressure because it's so soft. It's like that powder matte finish, and it might break in the tube as well. And you can't really carry this in your purse, especially if you're living in hot, humid climates, or you're going to be in hot weather conditions, you're going to be outdoor. I have a feeling this lipstick will melt, because that has happened to a couple of my friends in the past. So just be aware of that. And again, it's a really nice formula, okay? It comes with its own pros as well. It's very comfortable on the lips, and it feels like nothing on your lips. But in the bullet, it does tend to break quite a lot. And it's not something that I have just encountered. I have observed a lot of people mention this, like when they review it online, or in other videos when people talk about it as well. And then another liquid lipstick that first, initially when you get it, it performs really well, and then over time again dries down in the tube, is the Wet n Wild liquid catsuit lipsticks. Now I have quite a lot of shade selections in this, and some of those are still working really well. They are pretty liquidy and they perform very well. But some of this, like the shade Give Me Mocha and the shade Berry Recognize, they have dried down in the tube, and because of that, I feel like I'm not able to apply it to its maximum potential. You guys see that? It's not how it was when it originally arrived. Like I am applying a lot of pressure to get that shade to show up, and also on the lips they're not as pigmented as they were once when you first got it. So over time there's a change in formula or something like that, and they don't really look the same on the lips. And you can see even in the tube they look all dried down. So that's what happens to these liquid lipsticks as well. So if it happens to you, do not be surprised after watching this video, because I think it's better to expect it. And then something that dried down in the tube as well and is so drying on the lips and so embarrassing to wear this is the Colourpop Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick. This one is in the shade Rooch. Okay, beautiful shade, beautiful deep red with brown, looks really nice on deeper skin tones, amazing shade. But first when I got it, so drying on the lips, it would powder, flake, get patchy and not apply evenly at all. So that was a very big disappointment, and when I wore it out, I was regretting wearing this. Sometimes when you wear like a new liquid lipstick and go out and then you didn't even carry it in your bag and you don't really have anything to touch up or anything, you know, those days, pre-mask days where you can't even cover your face. I was so embarrassed, you know, it was just flaking off, powdering everywhere and getting onto my teeth as well, because when it gets too dry and powdery, it does get onto your teeth as well. And yeah, sometimes forms this line when you're having a lot of like conversations, when you're moving your lips quite a lot. That's what happens with most liquid lipstick, that I'm okay with. But when they get onto my teeth and my chin and all, I'm like, oh no. And then now it's dried down in the tube as well. So I'm like, oh great. Anyways, I can't use this, so you just had to die, right? And something with a similar kind of experience, the Maybelline liquid lipstick in the shade Voyager. I don't really know why a lot of people really love these liquid lipsticks. I know they're nice, like they're very, very long wearing, and a lot of people like that because it's like glue to your lips. It's like paint, it doesn't come off, but it also has its own cons, you know. Like I mentioned, patchy if you layer it on. So you have to just apply one layer down, one layer on top, not purse your lips together like this. You have to let it rest. Just like that, let it dry down, which takes a good 5 minutes. And even after that, it's a little bit sticky. So it like transfers from down bottom lip to upper lip, gets a little bit patchy. And after some time, if you had some meal, like I had pasta with this and it was flaking and all over my chin again, and it was getting really patchy, and it was not something I could reapply and fix it as well. Some liquid lipsticks are very friendly with reapplication, you can just fix it in, but this one, it was not doing that, and oh my god, what a tough time with this. I do have another shade with that, but I'm not a very big fan of these liquid lipsticks in general. I find them to be very sticky, and I should be able to talk like this, you know, my mouth. I should be able to talk, you know, just like a normal human being. I can't be like, oh yeah, really? Because my lips shouldn't touch each other. I should be able to be like, yeah, oh my god, with all those expressions, and the lipstick should not stick, and my lips should not get stuck like this. Every time I speak, it's so uncomfortable, no matter how long lasting it is. And because it's long lasting, it's also a problem to take it off. Sometimes it can get a little bit too rigid for you to take it off, so you have to use oil of some sorts and then remove it. So imagine you're out, you just have some wipes, or you don't really have anything to fix it. What would you do? You can't even take it off with a normal tissue and water. It's just going to be patchy, and reapplication with this is hell. And then something that I got towards the end of 2019, and I didn't expect this to happen, okay? These are the Purplle liquid lipsticks. I got some really nice shades. They're really affordable, like for 180 rupees MRP, but you can get it on a much cheaper price on discount. And I really like these shades. The formula is kind of matte and drying, but I can deal with it. But my biggest problem with this is that it went bad really fast, you guys, and I couldn't find the expiry date anywhere on the box of these liquid lipsticks. So they haven't mentioned the expiry date, and I don't know how old these are, but they smell so bad. And it's surprising that all the 3 liquid lipsticks I've got have the same kind of smell. You know, when your curd is sitting out for 3 to 4 days and then that really bad sour smell. That's what most of these liquid lipsticks have, and I'm very surprised how that happened because it's not that old even. So yeah, I was in for a surprise, and I am really disappointed that that happened. And kind of like what happened and why did you give up on me kind of feeling that happened with that. Okay, another liquid lipstick I didn't intend to mention, but the MAC liquid lipstick in the shade Carnivorous is giving up on me already. Just worn it, reapplied it a couple of times, and you guys can see it's getting patchy towards the center. Like, how many times do I have to reapply you just to fix it? So I'm just trying to touch up this liquid lipstick since then, and oh, what a big disappointment. And then from NYX, I have the soft matte lip cream in the shade Transylvania. Now this one, oh my god, is such a big task. It's like a deep purple shade, like a blackened berry shade, and it's so patchy and not pigmented. So you just apply a layer, it gets patchy, and then again you apply another layer, it gets patchy, patchy on top of patchy, 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 patchy. That's all you're going to be getting out of this. So if you see the shade and are tempted to buy this, do not buy this. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, you just keep reapplying and then nothing happens, and it's so sheer and watery as well, so you're not getting any pigmentation out of it. And then something else, again, I feel you guys agreeing with me on this, is the Sugar Sponge Me Not liquid lipstick in the shade Wine and Shine. Some of their liquid lipsticks are a lot more drying than this. So the ones that they initially launched, I think, are a lot more drying than the ones that they later reformulated. I have the shade Divine Praline. It is quite drying. It's like paint, but they don't get patchy or flick off the lips and do not create a scene in public. But this again can get a little bit patchy, very drying, powdery, flaky, but a beautiful shade. I just love this so much. It's such a beautiful pink shade, very vibrant, and looks really nice on the lips, and a lot of people really like this, but the formula is, again, too drying, you guys, like too drying. And once you get it out of all that excitement and try it out, and then you'll be like, oh, what was all the hype about? That's what you'd feel, because it just like sucks out all the moisture from your lips, makes it seem really dry. I'm okay with drying liquid lipsticks as long as they don't look obviously drying to other people, right? Like, to me, I can understand, okay, it's sucking out the moisture from my lips, but I don't want it to look like that, like powdery, dry, flaky. And then something else I have mentioned in the past, this one is the MAC Retro Matte lipstick. This one is in the shade Relentlessly Red, a beautiful shade, not a red shade, okay? It's kind of like a pink shade with a little bit of red undertones to it. It's kind of unique, and it's so hard to dupe these shades. You will find a dupe, but not a close match to this one. So the shade and everything is really nice, but compared to Ruby Woo, which is also a retro matte formula, and Flat Out Fabulous and all that, this one is super drying on the lips, because it has sort of like that neon pigment to it. Can dry your lips out a lot faster. If you have any kind of patchiness on your lips, it's going to exaggerate it, and it also powders when you wear it out. What an embarrassment. I have faced all of this, and that's the reason, out of all my experience, I decided to make this video. When I wore this out on my teeth, on my chin. And then something else that has gone bad. This one is the Colorbar Velvet Matte Lipstick. This one is in the shade Hearts and Tarts, and this one is also their matte lipstick. This one is in the shade Wild Mauve. This is a very good dupe for Rebel. But these lipsticks have a lot of like mold kind of things growing on them, and they're not even that old. I mean, they are pretty old, okay, but not that old. I have lipsticks way older compared to these, and they are still working just like so strong and like a champion. But these gave up. They do go rancid really fast, and one day when you open this up to use it, and you'll be like, oh, who are these people living on you? You will be on the verge of betrayal. I mean, if you didn't notice it and applied it on your lips, and then you're betrayed for sure. So that's pretty much it. Do let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with me on these lipsticks, and if you have some other lipsticks that have betrayed you, disappointed you for some reason, let us know in the comment section, because a lot of people read comments and it would help a lot of people. You will be a savior for a lot of people, so let us know in the comment section down below. And also, if you guys did really like these lipsticks that I've mentioned, do not take offense to anything. I'm not bashing it. I'm just letting you guys know. It's my job to let so many people know. If you like it, well and good. But there are so many other people who would like to be aware of it, and I'm making this video just for information purposes only. So yeah, do give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.